What's going on, everybody? Make sure you drop a like, drop a subscription if you haven't already. More of that at the end. But drop a like, drop a comment. It helps the algorithm. Ring that little bell. But we're going to talk about some recent dollar bin pickups. And yeah, some cool stuff here. Some interesting stuff I want to talk about. This I just picked up purely because it's got a Manhunter story in it. Is it a reprint of something I already know? Maybe, possibly. I'm not sure, but I'm going to find out. But I figured it was $1. So, why not? And this is the one I really do want to talk about. I think most of these from this first section, if not all of them, are from the comic store Glassboro. So, if that's if you're local. But here is a Batman, what, 560? 506. And of course, I'm sure it's taken out of the bag to hide that glare there. But if it wants to stand up on its own. There we go. So, this is where I ask you to comment down below, what do you think is the origins of this book? Now, as you can tell, Doug Mensch signed it. But he signed it 3 times. And then eventually he signed it, circled it, and put an arrow to it, and put a little stamp on top. And I know the signature looks a little off, but I don't think anybody's faking Doug Mensch signatures, to be honest with you. And a lot of artists and writers are famous for changing their signatures over the year. Look at Todd McFarlane, right? He's changed his signature 7 times. So, I don't think this is fake, because it'd be a really weird thing to fake. I posted on Instagram, I got some interesting feedback. Basically what I've landed with is it was probably, Dynamic Forces or whoever were doing a signing of either Batman 506 or another book with Doug Mensch, and they're trying to find that perfect placement for his signature, since he's probably going to do 1,000 of them in a row. He probably wants to put it all in the same spot. So I guess they figured that's the right spot to sign a Batman 506. I don't know. I'm not sure, but let me know down below, what do you think is the origins of that book? Why is it triple signed by the same person? Kind of interesting. It's a bit of a novelty. I picked it up for $1 purely because I was looking at it, I'm like, it's just so weird, And then this I picked up purely to flip. This is that Captain Marvel homage cover. Used to be like a $20 book. I don't know what it is now, but for $1, I'll roll the dice on it. This great Killmonger 3. I think I already have 1 or 2 of these, but I picked it up for shits and giggles, poops and ahas. Great cover. Sellable book regardless. Then these next 2 I actually bought for myself, not realizing I already have them. The Villains Unite #1. This is the second print. First prints of a bunch of characters like the second Ragman and stuff like that. Some mostly legacy villains, daughters and sons and granddaughters and grandsons and stuff like that, taking on the mantle. Was this Icicle 2 was in this too, or I don't even remember. I don't remember off top, but there's a bunch of minor firsts in there, but I don't need a second copy of that. X-Men Evolution #1. There's another one where I thought I needed the #1 because I picked up 2 through 9 and 2 through 10 or something. The rest of the whole run, it was missing #1. And I guess I found one, and I don't remember finding one, but now I have one again. So at least my CLZ says I have one. I gotta go through my boxes, which are unorganized, and here, there, over there, downstairs, they're everywhere. Movie Adventures Forever #1, which is first Genis Vell, son of Captain Marvel. So this is a great sleeper book. Definitely something I think is worth picking up at the dollar bins. Are we going to see Genis Vell in the future in the MCU? Who knows? Is it going to matter? Who knows? But this Adventures Forever was the 12-issue maxi series. It was solid. It was okay. It's worth the read. I don't know it's worth the reread, but it's worth the read. And Genis Vell's a cool character. Definitely I don't know if you want to call him a legacy character as of yet, because they haven't done enough with him to warrant him being. But I think he's like a tier under Night Thrasher, where Night Thrasher kind of had he has a bit of a cult following, and I think Genis Vell kind of has it, but maybe not to the same extent. Not sure to say he's a worse character, a better character. Then we have Ascension #2 from Image and Top Cow. Good old David Finch. David Finch is one of my favorites of the era, but this is a gold foil variant. I like this series. I don't remember there being a gold foil for issue 2, and I didn't see a lot of information about it online. So if you know anything about this book, it's another one where I should know more about it, but I don't. So if you're an Image aficionado, let me know down below. What's the story behind the gold foil and the rarity on that? Because I don't know it all the time. I wonder if it's kind of like the Max in darker image ash cans and stuff like that, or if it's more just like the average gold foil stuff. Because I've never seen this one. So, I found it interesting. Secret Origins number 14, first appearance of Rick Flag Sr. And, of course, we've seen a lot of Rick Flag stuff come from the Suicide Squad movie, coming from the second Suicide Squad movie, coming from Peacemaker, coming from, I assume, the coming Amanda Waller show, and more stuff coming. And he is in the Creature Commandos animated movie, which is going to kick off the new DCU, the new James Gunn and Peter Safran DC universe. And that's going to come out first, coming out at the end of the year. So, could be a hot book. Who knows? I always pick them up when I see them for $1. But I'm not holding out and selling them. That's the thing. If I can sell it now, I'll sell it now, to be honest with you. Then this Black Panther number 2, maybe variant. This was just a really sharp-looking Black Panther cover. And, of course, that glare is kind of killing it here. But really sharp-looking Black Panther cover. Not like a negative space, but it kind of has that same sort of style and vibe to it. And it was cool enough that I picked it up. Because why not? For $1. Then I picked up Blackest Night number 7. And number 4, always pick these up when I see them in the dollar bins because you can always build these sets. They're always very sellable. I definitely think Blackest Night, Brightest Day are on the board somewhere for hopefully, knock on wood, that Green Lantern buddy cop show that's supposed to be coming out with Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart basically going on adventures, finding a string of murders of other Green Lantern Corps members. And then you find out, spoiler alert, again, this is the rumor, that the Manhunters are killing Green Lantern Corps members. I think that could be really cool, and I think that could definitely lean into some more Jeff Johns storytelling, which can inevitably lead to Blackest Night. So, also kind of a spec here, but also this set sells really well. So, whenever I see single issues for $1 or less, I just grab them to build the set. Because why not? Then we got Boris the Bear number 9. Now you're probably thinking, Connor, why are you buying Boris the Bear? Who cares about Boris the Bear? It was cool. It's got that Marvel anniversary border. And I feel like it's one that you can just throw in your anniversary border set. And I surprisingly didn't already have one. So it went into my anniversary border set, which is incomplete. Oh yeah, Universe X number 1. I think I just need one more issue of Universe X and then I'm done. I need a couple more issues of Paradise X and I'm done Earth X. And I have almost all the tie-ins. And then I have all that Earth X stuff that Alex Ross did. I need a couple of variants though from this series too. And that for that prelude issue, I think 1 and 2 also had variants that I still need. But getting down to the wire on the Earth X Alex Ross stuff. And this just caught my eye. Dark Crystal fanzine. Number 1, it's like an ash can size. As you can tell, it's kind of slightly bigger than an ash can. It's on this like really coarse. I forget the term for this kind of paper, but on the inside of it, there was, if I can get it open, like a sticker for Dark Crystal too, just randomly in there. So kind of neat. I'm always a fan of the fanzines, and it's got Tech Low interview in there and some other cool stuff. So very cool. It actually has Jim Reed, and then it's got his address on the back of this, Mount Holly, New Jersey. So I wonder if I probably shouldn't show that, but he's got it on the back of his book, so maybe I should. I don't know. This zine for fanzine, so zine contains material unsuitable for young audiences. Not going to okay, all right, whatever. Not going to people with heart problems, breathing problems, heart disease, high blood pressure, or diabetes or thyroid disease. Avoid alcoholic beverages while reading. Use caution when reading while driving a motor vehicle or operating machinery. Keep this zine out of the reach of children. Do not read more than twice a day because overexposure could cause nervousness, dizziness, and excitability, followed by fever, headache, rash, nausea, and vomiting. This fanzine's cursed. That's the warning it has on the back. I never read that. It just caught me, and I had to read it out loud because that's so weird. It's very weird. Inside, Bill Tucci's stories, poems, artwork, and more. So, I don't know. Very strange. Anyway, we got Swords of Sorrow, number 1. That beautiful Campbell cover. I can't go wrong with Campbell, and this is one I see from time to time that I have one already. I don't know. But it was worth picking up for $1. Why not? Then we've got some Marvel versus DC action. Unlimited Access number 3. I always pick up any of the Marvel DC crossover stuff when I see the down, because again, like, this is a 4-issue mini. You can always build it and it'll always sell. Here's number 4. Now, the Access stuff doesn't sell nearly as well as the first volume or like the JLA Avengers stuff, but you can always sell it for more than $1 a book, I think. So, at least I've had success doing that. So I always pick these up. You want to see them for super cheap. Then we've got a couple of Star Slayers. We had Star Slayer number 3. Now, if I remember correctly, this is second Rocketeer. Yes, it is. So there's Star Slayer number 3. And you look right there. Dave Stevens, Rocketeer. And you got a back ad there as well. And there's a whole part of a mini story going on in the back of Star Slayer. So that's the second Rocketeer. Now, this is number 10. And this is first appearance of Grimjack, another classic character from First Comics of that era. Rocketeer, Star Slayer, Grimjack. So number 1 is also a great pickup. And then, of course, that number 3 is the first full Rocketeer. So, I think they're worth picking up for $1. I'll buy when I see them. They're cool. You can't go wrong. I actually just saw these recently at the shop, too. And then I found these again. So, I was like, all right, I got to buy them. Plan 9 from the Outer Space, 30 years later. Number 2 is a 3-issue mini. I have 1 and 3 randomly. Boom. There's number 2. Why not? We got Flash 108 for Savitar. Great Flash villain. Great little minor key pickup in the dollar bit. Now, this is one that the old heads are going to get mad at me. But it's really what it is. Underworld number 1. Not 0, right? Yeah, 1. Underworld Unleashed number 1. It's got that great glow-in-the-dark cover. It's kind of cool. Who did the cover on this? I should know by looking at it, but I don't. It's very familiar. Artwork style. Anyway, the old heads gonna be mad. And tell me I'm wrong. And please do tell me I'm wrong in the comments below if you genuinely think I am. First appearance of Legion of Doom. Legion of Doom show up in plenty of cartoon versions of the DC universe. And a very integral part of DC history. But they're never officially called the Legion of Doom and assembled until Underworld. This is the main universe. So, very cool. Cool book. Worth picking up, I think. I mean, it's never going to be more than $1 probably, but I buy it when I see it. Fantastic Four 245. This is, it's either Avatar or when he becomes Powerhouse. I can't remember. It's one of the two. Maybe this is Powerhouse. The Invisible Girl fights alone for life with her son. Yeah, this is the first Powerhouse, I do believe. It's when Flag Conventions becomes Powerhouse. And then, keeping with the FF, that's a little minor key. It was in really nice shape, so I figured, why not for $1? 352 was first appearance of the Minutemen, who are the dudes in the TVA. So, for $1, I'll pick it up. Why not? That Deadpool trailer looks really good. It asserted all the leaks. Actually, I don't think I ever posted that video breaking down more stuff. Let me know down in the comments also if you want to see a full breakdown of Deadpool and the plot leak and how it matches everything in the trailer. And I can probably tell you a good bulk of the movie. But let me know if you want to see that or not. But not a bad time to pick that up, I guess. For $1. Then the last 2 books from there. Tales of Terror, number 12. I love this Tales of Terror series by Eclipse. Gorgeous cover. Reminds me a lot of American Werewolf in London. I've got the NECA figure over there. Ooh. I just realized an action figure fell off my shelf. That's no good. Sorry, I hate stopping the videos, but he's safe. I for my own peace of mind, I couldn't finish the video without picking him up. So, man, I really got to figure out how to stop things from falling in here. Stuff falls all the time. Anyway, back to the video. Great issue. Great cover. American Werewolf in London. Reminds me of the NECA figure, which I was looking at when I noticed the guy who stands next to him had fallen. Then we have, to round it all out, Blade number 4 from this classic Blade series. All these issues are actually kind of tough to find. They're not impossible. They're out there, but they're always worth picking up. You see them for $1 or $2. And this one was $1, so I grabbed it because why the hell not? So, boom. Great pickup. Now we're going to jump over to, I don't know if you saw recently, I posted some comics at an antique shop. Well, from my buddy, he restocked. I went over there, didn't pick up anything exciting, but I picked up some stuff I wanted to read. Just League International number 23 for $1. First appearance of that villain team, and Return of Clock King there. Clock King's cool. Got his first appearance. Cool character. Very weird. Very strange. Super Pro number 6. I need it for my Super Pro set. What can I say? Justice League America 172. JSA story. I love reading the JSA stuff. And then here's one that normally I wouldn't have spent $3 on, but I surprisingly need it. And I had $3 in my pocket, I guess. I don't know. JLA 193, Origin of the Red Tornado. I believe this issue where they like retcon the whole thing where he's like got the brain of my uncle or whatever, the mind of my uncle and some weirdness. But I actually had recently done a video partly on Red Tornado. Go check that out. I believe it was 5 great DC keys for under $50. And let me know if you want to see me do a full breakdown of Red Tornado, because I do those. So then we're going to jump over to some recent pickups. This was a book I forgot to show off in my trade video. I had traded some books for some keys, some bulk for keys. And in return, I got a Tech 405 First League of Assassins for my, I'm trying to hold it here because of glare, for my Neil Adams Raj Al Ghul collection. I'm almost done all the Raj Al Ghul stuff, and I'm far from having every Neil Adams key, but we're going to get there eventually. Neil Adams book, honestly, not even just the keys. But, great book. Forgot to show that off. I mean, I kind of did, but I didn't have it in hand, so there's it in hand. Then we have Star Wars High Republic Adventures, number 1, 1-in-10 ratio. I have one of these label makers. I always forget to use them. I use them at work all the time, and I've had one in the house for years for my collection. I've just always forgot about it, but also it's kind of tough to remember. But sometimes I try to do with the incentives just so I remember. And we have number 2, first Marshall Rowe. Villain, supposedly, maybe sort of in the Acolyte show. We'll have to wait and see. But the 1-in-10s used to be really expensive. They plummeted in value, so I picked them up super cheap because they're 1-in-10s. They are on, I don't want to say underordered books, but semi-relevant incentives. Again, first appearance of a major villain for the High Republic, and the number 1 kickoff issue, I believe, is first appearances of some like Jedi Padawans, and then with that young event, Padawan's Yoda show. This is definitely great variant cover there. I don't know. They're nice. I picked them up. And then here is Dead World number 11. Now, I have the variant to this. I didn't have this cover, so that was nice to scratch that off my Dead World collection. Still looking for 10, of course. But, I don't know if you can see really well, this guy is signed by the great James O'Barr. That was very exciting. So, James O'Barr signature, Dead World 11, great pickup. And it's funny, the back has a slip from an eBay seller, and I bought a collection months and months and months ago from all the stuff that eBay seller had left, and this wasn't in it. So that means somebody either bought that book on eBay or knew him or somehow got it, and then it was broken out, still remaining in Jersey. So, pretty funny. Anyway, very excited to have this. I'm a huge Crow fan. I'm rewatching the franchise right now, and James O'Barr is obviously a big part of that. And I'm very excited for the upcoming movie. Crow's another one where I want to do a breakdown video, but I'm maybe waiting for the movie. I don't know. Let me know. I think that's the move, but let me know if there's some interest in that. Giving you a lot of things to comment about, I guess, today. But that was an exciting pickup. And then we're going to speed run through these King Kongs here. I picked them up for like $2 each or something like that. But these are all the variants to King Kong 3 and 4. At least I think they're all in my hand. But all the incentives, the open order covers. I mean, they're really all open order. But I collect King Kong, Godzilla, and the whole 9 yards. Did I already go through these? I think I did. That was pretty quick. That is the King Kong books. And then also I picked up Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong, number 5? Yeah, number 5, all 3 open order covers. I don't have the incentives. I don't get the incentives. I'll wait later. So they're not expensive. And then to round out the video, I've got last night's pickup. So I picked up, here's out of the bag because that price is inaccurate. Freddy vs. Jason versus Ash, the Nightmare Warriors, number 4 of 6, part of that connecting cover. Where it's obviously Freddy, Jason, and Ash. That is part of that. The board is backwards. Very important to put your boards on the right side. Another video I might put out talking about that. And then we have the 3-part connecting set from Freddy vs. Jason vs. Ash. And these are the connecting covers. 1, 2, or 1, 1, and 1. They're all number 1s. I guess they're semi-connecting covers. They're like of the same vein. But can I hold these all up? Probably. Boom, 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 boom. So for these 5 books, I paid $20. So I was pretty ecstatic about that. The 5th book is Astonishing X-Men number 4, first appearance of Armor, who is a, I don't want to say up-and-coming X-Men character, but she's been around for some time. But underloved, she was in the X-Men anime, and she was a big part of that. She was pretty cool, and she's a cool character, and definitely something I could definitely see them having on their board over at the MCU, and that's a great book to pick up if you see out for $1. And these are expensive. All that horror comic stuff has gotten expensive, especially the, obviously, big main star characters. So I was very excited to pick those up. Some of those are getting tough again. I have some of them, but I don't have all of them. So always on the hunt. And of course, we'll throw in at the end here, I picked up a couple of McFarlane figures. Normally I'm at like $10 on these, but these 2 figures are so stellar, I had to pick them up. Red Tornado is amazing. This is maybe the best Red Tornado figure they've ever done. This one of the Justice one's pretty solid too. And this is, obviously, that's Animal Man. That is the best we're going to get out of an Animal Man costume. It's amazing. Does he have an extra hand? He does have extra hands. That's awesome. Thank you, McFarlane. And he's got a weasel. So I'm going to put him up with my first appearances of Animal Man, his first, before he's Animal Man, and then when he's in costume and all that. And I'll put this up with my first Red Tornado, because 2 great books, 4 great books, 2 great figures, 2 great characters. Super excited that McFarlane put these out. I'm hoping that he does more like of this vein of characters and suits and stuff. He does a Metamorpho, classic looking Metamorpho. Hope he does, I don't even know. There's a lot of stuff he could do. He should hire me. It'd be great. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Follow me here on Facebook and Instagram for more daily content. I post stuff up there all the time about, my Tales of Hunt series. We'll talk about going out and looking for this stuff, people I ran into, stuff I didn't buy, stories I have, fun stuff like that. But also make sure you subscribe to the channel and follow the Facebook group Fandoms Unleashed for more daily content, behind the scenes look, Connor's comics, and polls for upcoming videos. There's a poll up right now. Let me know there whether or not for the movie reviews, as I want to start doing more movie reviews. And of course, every October I review a different movie every day. Should I make a separate channel for that, or should it be on the main channel? Let me know, because I'm still kind of figuring that out. I'm unsure. And I think the poll is a tie, which is unhelpful. But all that is linked down in the description. Until next time, peace.